Hello and welcome. My voice is a bit gravelly there, excuse me. Anyway, I'm trying this again because I realized, oh yeah, I've got books that I didn't realize I had. The point of this video, like I said, I've already made this once, but I'm remaking it. I didn't post the previous attempt at the video. Because I went back and looked at some of the other books I had that could kind of fit in this category. So, the book I'm reading, A Testament of Hope by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., is coming to an end here in a episode, maybe two. So, I figured we'd use this opportunity to look at some of the more religious texts I've got. So, for example, I have the Prose Edda, which it's not very long, but it gives much of the information we know about Norse mythology: Thor, Odin, Loki, and such. We have it, so that is definitely an option. We go to old world pantheons of gods again. We've got Mythology by Edith Hamilton, which focuses on Greek gods and heroes. So, tales of Greek mythology. Often it includes many of the demigods. We know of Perseus and Zeus and so on, and some of the mortal heroes that are well beyond, like Atalanta, and who are the brothers? I don't think they had any heritage. Anyway, very much Greek mythology. You can see right on the cover there, they've got the beheading of, what is her name? The Gorgon, Medusa. And even beyond it, we have this, the Encyclopedia of Mythology. And it covers Norse, classical, and Celtic. I'm assuming the classical is your Greek. And I can already see several people here. It's got the stuff defined by heroes, and it's more of a coffee table book, but it has some interesting information. It even goes back into a bit of the Sumerian gods and stuff, I believe. Okay, Celtic mythology, classical mythology, classical, 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 classical. And that's what part of the biggest part of what we know of mythology is, honestly, classical, your Greco-Roman. Aegeus, Achilles. Yeah. Does that mean you have Norse in the back? Yeah. It also includes some other mythologies that you don't often see, but are kind of mixed in. Anyway, I thought it was a nice little coffee table book. Let's move this around. Now, if we're going to talk uh, polytheistic, we've also got a year in a Shinto shrine, looking at what happens in the time uh, within a year at a Shinto shrine. This one focuses on the Suwa shrine in Nagasaki. We've also got, if we're dealing with myths, and again on a polytheistic level, all of them we've hit it so far as polytheistic. Myths and legends of the American Indian tribes, Native American tribes. So yeah, this covers 160 tales from 80 tribal groups. So it's very kind of scattered and kind of touches on several different Native American tribes. So yeah, underneath each one you'll see what it says. Like underneath this one it tells you it's from the Navajo. Meanwhile, under this one it's from the Cheyenne, the Seneca, the Sioux, the Okanagan. So yeah, it's a scattering of different mythological and tribal or legend tales from the different groups. Now, we also have, based on Hindu, I believe it's Hindu, the Bhagavad Gita, which focuses on a number of just a few gods, but mainly on Kali, the god of death. Um, when one of the founders of the atomic bomb, I can't remember his name right now, but he sees the bomb explode for the first time in the tests. He says, "I have become death, destroyer of worlds." This is the book he gets it from. Uh, we've also got, it's not the full teachings of Buddha, it's just in the Buddha's words, which is just supposed to be an anthology of discourses, of discussions and stuff, speeches and thoughts from that is from the Pali Canon. And of course, the forward is from the Dalai Lama, it says at the bottom here. These are supposed to be teachings of the Buddha. I don't think it's the full uh, text of Buddhism, but it's a lot of the Buddha's teachings and thoughts and ideas. Then we also have the Tibetan Book of the Dead. This one's got an introductory commentary from the Dalai Lama in it as well. So yeah. Reveals the secrets of enlightened living and life after death. But then we get into the more monotheistic teachings, religions. I wish I had a copy of like the Torah. I need to get me one. The Jewish scripts is what the Torah is. But my first one, I say we've got, of course, Bible. Giant print reference edition, so it even talks of references and understands this and that. Revelation to John, the Apocalypse. But yeah, it's even got maps here in the back. So it's a pretty good copy of the Bible. It's one I actually like, that it has so much to it. Following up on the Bible, we have a copy of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Dead Sea Scrolls are a number of scrolls found in a cave, I think just off the Dead Sea, thus its name. Many of the scrolls were already falling apart, but they have pieces that match up with the Torah, pieces with the Bible, and even unpublished works or included works of the Bible, because before, I think it was the Council of Worms, the Bible was much more a book of chaos, because there were so many texts, and they ended up having to have a council, or maybe even several councils, where they said, okay, this is canon, this is not canon, that kind of thing. So, next thing, I have a copy of the Book of Mormon. So yeah, I think they're also known as the LDS Church, Latter-day Saints. So have that. And finally, my own copy of the Quran. And again, I'm not religious. I don't believe in a god or gods. But it is good to be well read to understand what the heck you're talking about. I like the copy of the Quran I've got here because it's got the original Arabic script and then the translations into English. The early part of the book, it includes descriptions on how some of the consonants and vowels work together to make words and sounds. A description of what some of the names are in the Quran and who they connect to. Let me look that up right quick. Proper names. Some of them do sound quite regular. Harun for Aaron. Ibrahim for Abraham. Adam for Adam. Imran for Amran. Dawood for David. And of course, I haven't fully read this. I may be even butchering it now, but yeah. It was a translation of the names and how they're said in the Quran. But just wanted to show some of the texts I have on religion that we'll probably be working on after I finish the Testament of Hope by Dr. Martin Luther King. This is what we have to look forward to. I've already finished the thoughts and teachings and ideas of Dr. Albert, no, Teaching Thoughts of Albert Einstein. What is the book in the way of Bushido? That's it. I have readings on Bushido on here. I've done that. I'm just about finished with the Testament of Hope. Alongside it right now, I'm doing Autobiography of a Freedom Writer, but I'm not as far into that book yet. But to replace the Testament of Hope, which is about done, I figured we'd get started on maybe some religious texts. Again, me personally, I'm not religious. I don't believe in I've seen no proof of all that's claimed that religion is true. Uh, Honestly, I need to see evidence. I need to see fact, not something that could be caused by something else. If you're going to prove yourself, come down and shake hands and say, okay, we're here to tell you we are real. This is this. Have it documented. Have it, seen on several different cameras and everything. I would like proof. But so far, anything people try to provide it can usually be caused by other things. So, still, we need the text to be able to read and understand things. Just so we can say, this is what it says, but I disagree with it on this. But that makes a long video. I'll go ahead and end it here. As always, Educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, later.